Carl and Damon here from Games, Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. We're here! We are at the final episode of Season 1 of Donkey Kong Country. This is episode 26, A Thin Line Between Love and Ape. I laughed at that title.
Yeah.
I was like, that's good. You got me.
Yeah, it's funny.
And this is a Bluster episode, as we see Bluster and Candy in his barrel copter travelling back to his factory. And once again, Candy has to tell him that she's not interested. Listen, Bluster, if you keep on this way, you're going to start being given a bit of a reputation. This is not okay. He tries to argue that he's just as good as DK. He's not.
Nope.
And they land at the factory and meet Diddy and DK. Diddy excitedly tells Candy about DK's latest battle with K. Rool. We didn't see it. Nope. And the trio head off for lunch as Bluster moans about DK and the crystal coconut. He then thinks he can use the coconut to find out how to make Candy love him. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, the coconuts... Actually, to be fair, we've got many episodes in a row without the coconut having one of its odd abilities showcased. Yeah, it
has been a while.
It has. Yep. We then say K. Rool has a broken arm. So apparently the battle with DK went really badly for him. Yeah. And he's shouting at Clump and Crusher. He talks about their latest humiliation and orders them to find a way to get the coconut. Bluster arrives at Cranky's hut. Cranky's not happy to see him and Bluster tries to talk his way in by suggesting Candy went to Orchid Valley with DK, a dangerous place. So a new location that we never see.
Yeah.
Cranky goes off to warn them and I was kind of like, why don't you hologram? You used that hologram a lot in the past.
Yep.
Use it now. Bluster is left in charge of the coconut. And of course, he asked the coconut how to make Candy love him because Cranky left it open.
Left it open, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
The coconut handily shows him how to make a love potion. Now I was like, oh, come on, coconut.
Convenient.
This is all seen by Clump and Crusher outside. The former ends up falling as well because wah. DK, Diddy and Candy are having a picnic as Cranky goes running past him. They stop him and he wonders what they're doing there, realising now that Bluster has tricked him. And everyone heads up to find out where Bluster is. DK, Diddy and Cranky arrive back in the hut and Bluster claims innocence before running off because the coconut's there.
Yep.
Yeah. The coconut is still there, but Cranky isn't convinced Bluster hasn't done something because Cranky's not an idiot.
Nope.
At the barrel factory, Bluster is making his love potion and sings a song called Being Together Forever, and it's like a crooner-style ballad.
Yeah.
As he continues the song, K. Rool, Crusher and Clump arrive outside. They watch him finish up and K. Rool decides he wants the love potion. Don't know why. Bluster finishes the potion, but K. Rool pretends to be Candy and scares Bluster into dropping the potion. Yeah, it's really weird. He pretends to be Candy and then just immediately reveals himself.
Yep.
K. Rool grabs it, Crusher chases off Bluster, and K. Rool uses the potion on Clump, who falls in love with the lizard, apparently. Yes, it's going to get weird.
Yep.
Crusher has trapped Bluster in a barrel, and K. Rool gets him to deal with Clump. They then head back through the jungle hearing Candy, so they hide. As she walks by, he jumps at and sprays her with the potion, and she now falls in love with him. He then takes her back to the lair. So I was like, oh, I get it, hostage stuff.
Yeah.
The next day, Cranky asks the coconut what Bluster was doing, and it tells him. They realise that what he's planning to do with a love potion. Why'd you wait a day?
I know.
Why did you wait a day? Why did you not ask immediately? You probably could have stopped a lot of this.
Oh, no.
Yes. Inside K. Rool's lair, Candy's impressed with his home. I did enjoy Candy's being in love with K. Rool thing.
Yeah.
And we see that Clump is back to normal, suggesting that the love potion won't last forever. K. Rool then asks Candy to go and get the crystal coconut for him, and she agrees, heading off. And I was like, oh, that was not what I thought he was doing at all then.
Nope.
It's the same thing. Send someone to get the coconut.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
DK arrives at the barrel factory. He's pretty mad and finds Bluster trapped in a barrel. And rightfully, DK's pissed because of basically what Bluster was going to try and do with a love potion.
Yeah,
He is right to be angry. Bluster then tells him that K. Rool is involved, and DK runs out into Diddy and heads off to K. Rool's lair. Diddy goes to tell Cranky as Bluster gets free and decides that he's going to rescue Candy to prove how much of a hero he is. I could have swore we did this before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It does sound familiar.
A whole episode based around this, yeah. At Cranky's hut, Candy comes in and reveals that she loves K. Rool before trapping Cranky in a chest as Diddy arrives, seeing her leave. As Candy goes to K. Rool and is handing over the coconut, Diddy arrives. K. Rool now sprays DK with the love potion, and DK is now in love with him. So you can kind of see the slapstick nature of this episode, where it's going. K. Rool is overjoyed by this turn of events. He has the coconut, and DK is his slave. So he sings a song called I've Got It All. Yeah, except that this love potion will wear off and DK will just take the coconut back.
Yep.
So yeah, but let's not think too far ahead, AK Rool.
Unless he tells Donkey Kong to go drown himself.
Yeah, that's an idea, yeah. During the song though, Candy's love wears off, but K. Rool ends up spraying her again with it. Diddy and Cranky are running through the jungle as Cranky informs Diddy of the side effects of the love potion. So apparently we have side effects. A second dose causes the person to go the opposite way, hating instead. So I didn't mind that wrinkle thrown in.
Yeah.
As we see Candy turn on K. Rool, hilariously as DK is leaning in for a kiss. I did really want to see DK kiss K. Rool.
Yeah, it would have been funny, yeah.
The reason, there's a thin line between love and hate. And I was like, oh, so that's what they're doing here. Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
Evan arrives at K. Rool's lair, including Bluster. To stop Candy tearing them apart, K. Rool sprays her again, and now she loves him. So it's basically back and forth, back and forth. However, that spray also hits Clump, who now attacks K. Rool. He drops the love potion and Cranky grabs it. He uses it to spray DK, who also now turns on K. Rool. And K. Rool desperately grabs the love potion and sprays everyone. And basically it's back and forth between everyone loving and hating K. Rool before Clump gets the worst of it. The spray eventually runs out though, with Clump and Crusher chasing K. Rool because they are so in love with him now, as DK laughs. They have the coconut back, but Bluster runs off with the barrel of love, which was the refill. Candy stops him though. It falls in his head and Bluster is falling in love with himself as he fell in front of a mirror that was conveniently placed in K. Rool's lair.
Yep.
Randomly placed, but I did like the idea of Bluster falling in love with himself.
It is quite fun actually, because it's basically what he is anyway.
Yeah, exactly that. The coconut is back and everyone reflects on the events as DK and Candy admire their own relationship. Cranky calls everyone outside and from above we see that Bluster has set up loads of mirrors around himself and is enamoured with himself. It's a funny ending to an alright episode that I feel should have been the other way around with the previous one as a finale goes.
Yeah, definitely.
It didn't feel very season 1 finale. No. It just felt like any other episode. Even if I did like the concept behind it.
Yeah. It's a good episode, yeah.
It's fun to watch people go and do like lovey-dovey acting to hateful acting as well. That was good voice acting, you know?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think overall, throughout the entire season 1, 26 episodes, I think there was a few, maybe 10 good episodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for a child, they would enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we won't be doing it for season 1, but once we've done all 40 episodes, we will do a tier ranking where we rank every episode until we eventually get to the best. Don't worry, for that I will sort of do like a 2-line recap to remember what happened in the episode specifically. Yeah. But we'll do like a full tier ranking of all 40 episodes to see if we can work out what we thought was the best episode overall.
Yeah.
A lot of it will probably end up just in good, really.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's season 1 of Donkey Kong Country. Season 2 is coming up next. Only 14 episodes long, though, compared to the 26 that was season 1. So we won't have too much to cover in that. This was episode 26, A Thin Line Between Love and Ape. You got any thoughts on it? You know what to do. Let us know in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?